Hi, and welcome to Quirky Books with Katie. Today we're going to be talking about Requiem by Lauren Oliver, which is the third and final book in the Delirium trilogy. I don't know how long you guys have been watching my channel, but if you have, you know how much I love this series. It's one of my all-time favorites. I love it so much. And I was so excited to read this book. I got an ARC a while ago, but it took me a while to read it. I don't know why. But this book came out last Tuesday. So not that recently, and when I picked it up, I was excited but nervous because I picked it up late. All these people on Goodreads, I got to see the reviews, and they were giving it 1 and 2 stars, saying it was crap. I was just like, oh my god, because it's the favorite book, the last book in your favorite series. You think it's going to be amazing, and I was really worried because people like 1 and 2 stars. I mean, that's bad. But I don't know why they gave it 1 and 2 stars. I thought this book was amazing. I'm just in awe of Lauren Oliver right now, trying to form coherent thoughts so I can film this review. As always, first we're going to talk about characters. Lena is one of my all-time favorite protagonists. She is amazing. And then in this book, I feel bad for her. She has to make so many hard choices because she's in the wilds, and basically her way of life in the wilds is being taken away from her, and she doesn't know what's going to happen in the future. She just has right now. She doesn't know what to do. And there's also the whole Julian and Alex thing going on, because at the end of Pandemonium, oh my god, Alex shows up. He just shows up. And she doesn't know what to do. But she makes the right choice in the end. Yeah, I forgot to mention this video is going to contain a lot of major spoilers. Next, we're going to talk about Hannah, since she is the other narrator. At first, I did not like Hannah. I've never really been the Hannah fan. By the end, I did like her, but she's just annoying at some point because she did get the cure, and I liked seeing her point of view because you really got to see what someone was like once they had the cure, and it was creepy. I'm just creepy. I did like her by the end, though. Now we're going to talk about Julian. Don't like Julian. There's really not much else to say. I felt like in this book he was just kind of a barrier between Lena and Alex. He was just like, no, Julian, leave. Leave. We need Lena and Alex, like, now. Last but not least, Alex. My heart. Alex. At the beginning, in, like, the 4th chapter, he says that he does not love Lena, and he never did. I was about ready to smack him with a book. I was like, no, you don't. You do. I was just, no. And he does get better by the end. By the end, I was crying and fangirling over him as always. Speaking of another character that I hated, Coral. I hate Coral. Coral is just so annoying. She's kind of like Alex's new love interest, and they're off in the corner sometimes. They're just like, no, Coral. No. Just leave. You and Julian can go off and leave. Just, no. Now we're going to talk about some of my favorite parts / plot of the book. So basically in this book, they're in the Lena is in the wilds, and they're trying to form a revolution against the people in society, because the people in regular society are trying to completely just wipe out the wilds, and that is just awful. That cannot happen. No, it can't happen. And then Hannah is about to be married to the mayor's son, who, speaking of Fred, he was just a creeper, because especially with like his last wife and stuff, and he almost like beats Hannah. Like, that guy is just creepy. Take any of the bad guys you've seen before, and he basically wants to kill everybody, and he's like shutting off the people's power supply and stuff. I was just like, what? But yeah, Hannah's about to get married to him, and they're focusing on their wedding plans and stuff, and Hannah starts to realize that the cure is not everything that she thought it would be. But yeah, there was only, I think, 1 or 2 things that I did not like about this book. It did kind of start off slow. I mean, it took maybe like 5 chapters in to really be engrossed and into it, but once it is, it shoots off. It's like a roller coaster ride. You're pulled this way and that way. There's so many plot twists, and you never know what's going to happen. And the other thing that I did not like was the characterization of Lena's mom, because she finally shows up, and this is what I know a lot of people have been waiting for. Like, oh my god, it's Lena's mom. What is going to happen? And they kind of just talk. I don't know why. Yeah. So now we are going to talk about the ending. Yes, the ending to my favorite series. Spoilers ahead, be warned. So at the end, they're planning this entry back into Portland, and Lena has to say why she doesn't want to go back. She's crying at that point. And then they go to the one part where Alex first showed her the wilds, and he's not there. Because halfway through the book, he leaves. He leaves. I was just like, no. But you find out why he leaves. before he leaves, he gives her this note with kind of like the quote from the Book of Solomon on it, and she doesn't get it. And her mom explains it to her that the reason Alex left and the reason that he supposedly died in the first book was to sacrifice so she could be happy. That's all he did. He didn't care about himself. He sacrificed himself so she could be happy. I was just in awe, because then you realize that, yes, he does still love her, and then Lena says she doesn't love Julian, that she just loves him. Oh my god, that part was so adorable. But yeah, speaking of the ending, they go over the fence and all this stuff happens, and it's insane. And Raven dies. Oh my god, I was bawling my eyes out. When Raven died, like, I didn't stop crying through, like, the rest of the book, because Raven was one of my favorite characters, and you don't know if she died or if she didn't. Before the part, Elena's like, I hope she's in heaven searching for Blue. I was just like, my heart. And then also, Hannah runs into Lena, and there's this, like, final confrontation, because Hannah hits her with a car, because she doesn't know who she is, and they take it into the house, and Hannah helps her get away, and Hannah finally tells her that she was the one who ratted out Lena. I'm never going to be able to forgive Hannah for that. And then Lena just bitch slaps her. Oh my god, I was kind of laughing at that point. Another part where I laughed was Alex and Julian get in this fight because Alex wants to teach Julian how to fight. Alex just beats the crap out of him. I was laughing at that point. Everyone's like, oh, bad Alex. Oh, Julian, are you okay? And I was just like, haha, you go, Alex. You go. So then, too, the city's in chaos, and Lena goes and she finally finds Grace again. She finds Grace. Yes. And then she sees Alex, and they have a last confrontation. Oh my god, it was just flawless, because they basically admit that they still love each other, and even though Lena's like, oh my god, there's still, like, the whole complications with Julian, and Alex is like, I don't care, I'm not going to leave you again, and they kiss. One of the only times where people kiss in books and I'm not like, ew! It was so amazing. And then, the ending was very open-ended. I know a lot of people said they hated the ending, and I liked it that was open-ended, because when a book has kind of an open-ended ending, you can think, like, what do you think happened to the characters? Like, do you think that Lena and Alex rode off into the sunset with Grace? Or do you think Lena couldn't be with him? Or, I mean, you never really know. And especially, like, that last paragraph about, like, taking down the walls and, like, society and stuff. Because the last page is the Lena and Alex thing, and then basically people are finally tearing down the walls that are built around Portland, and they're finally able to leave. So, yeah, this book, 5 out of 5 stars, 6 out of 5 stars, I don't know. It was just, even though there was a little bit I didn't like about it, I could overthrow it. And that ending. People who hate the ending, leave comments below, say why. Because I loved the ending. I was think I'm the only person that actually did like the ending, which is weird. But yeah, I am very sad to say goodbye to this trilogy, because it is one of my favorites. But hey, there is a new TV show coming out. They better not ruin the book. I will be very mad if they ruin the book. But anyway, if you have not read the series, go read it now. It's so amazing. So, thanks guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys later.